The warm sand of the beach near Disney's Grand Floridian resort seemed like the perfect spot for 2-year-old Lane Graves to build a sandcastle. He was with his family after a planned outdoor movie was canceled due to stormy weather. While Lane was scooping sand into his plastic bucket, an alligator suddenly charged at him from behind, biting his neck and dragging him underwater. Lane's father, Matt Graves, was nearby with Lane's mother and 4-year-old sister when they heard a loud splash. They turned to see the alligator grabbing Lane's head. His father quickly jumped into the water, struggling to free his son from the alligator's grip. The animal then pulled Lane underwater and disappeared into the Seven Seas Lagoon, leaving the family in shock and disbelief. In this video, we will take a closer look at the tragic events that took place on that fateful day on June 14, 2016 and their impact on the Graves family and Disney World. Please be aware that this video contains disturbing details and graphics relating to the tragic event, and viewer discretion is advised. In June 2016, the Graves family, which included 2-year-old Lane Graves, traveled to a Disney resort in Florida to kick off the school summer break. One evening, they were gathered on the beach of Disney's Grand Floridian resort, enjoying an outdoor movie and fireworks display. While Lane and some other children were collecting water in buckets to make sandcastles, they were completely unaware of the lurking danger. An alligator was hiding in the water, waiting to strike. The incident took place during twilight, which is the time when alligators are most active. The report indicated that the alligator's urge to hunt for food intensifies during the hot summer season. The man-made Seven Seas Lagoon is not an unsuitable habitat for alligators, but it is not an ideal one either. The water is deep and clear, with a steep drop-off near the shore that provides mudflats for alligators to bask in, but there are few hiding places. Nevertheless, the alligator's approach could have been concealed by the water's depth and the lack of natural light at the time. The family was on the shoreline of the lake when the incident happened. The toddler was waiting at the edge of the water with his parents close by, while his 4-year-old sister was also present. Matt Graves, Lane's father, heard a splash, which he initially believed was a fish. When he looked over, he saw the alligator grab his son, biting down on Lane's head and neck. In a frantic attempt to save his son, Matt jumped into the water and tried to open the alligator's mouth, but he was injured by the animal. Another witness reported that Matt was trying to pull Lane free by grabbing his legs, but the alligator pulled the boy further out and then underwater. The alligator may have believed Lane was smaller, more appropriate prey, such as an opossum, armadillo, or raccoon, due to his small size. Dozens of other guests, including Lane's mother and sister, watched in horror as the alligator dragged Lane into the water. The family immediately called for help, and Reedy Creek Emergency Services received a report about the attack at 9:16 p.m. A search for the boy began immediately, with boats from Disney and law enforcement participating. However, it would be 16 agonizing hours before Lane's body was finally recovered. The medical examiner's report later confirmed that Lane had died from a traumatic neck injury and drowning. The news sent shockwaves through the community, and Lane's father, Matt Graves, released a statement expressing his family's devastation. "Melissa and I are broken," he said. "We will forever struggle to comprehend why this happened to our sweet baby, Lane. As each day passes, the pain gets worse, but we truly appreciate the outpouring of sympathy and warm sentiments we have received from around the world." The Graves family had no indication of the danger, and there were no signs warning tourists of the presence of alligators. 2 people even tried to alert Disney staff to the alligator before the attack, but the staff did not take any action. It's also worth noting that the family was not swimming in the water, and there was a sign indicating that swimming was not allowed. However, the toddler was at the edge of the water when the alligator attacked him. The incident was a freakish occurrence, and it was tragic and heartbreaking for everyone involved. Despite the tragedy, the Graves family chose not to pursue legal action against Disney. Instead, they focused their efforts on creating a foundation in Lane's honor. The Lane Thomas Foundation was established with the aim of providing financial assistance to families with children undergoing solid organ transplants. Through this foundation, the Graves family has been able to turn their grief into a positive force, helping other families in need and honoring the memory of their beloved son. While some speculate that a private agreement was reached, it is possible that the Graves family realized a lawsuit would not bring significant change. For the Graves family, no amount of money can ease their pain, and they choose to channel their energy towards keeping Lane's memory alive. They have shown incredible strength and resilience, using their experience to help others and create positive change, spreading love and kindness in honor of Lane. Despite the tragic events of that day, Lane's memory lives on through the foundation and the positive impact the Graves family has had on the world. After the tragic incident, Disney took several actions in response. They put up additional signage and fencing around the waterways to warn guests of potential alligator activity and deter them from going near the water. Guests were also required to remain at least 3 feet from the water's edge and wear appropriate footwear when near the water. Disney officials also provided the family with all necessary support and comfort, including a Catholic priest to help them through the difficult news. Additionally, all beaches on Disney's properties were temporarily closed as a safety precaution until it was confirmed that the alligator responsible for the attack had been captured. A total of 5 alligators from the lake were captured and euthanized overnight by wildlife officials, but it wasn't clear which one attacked Lane. However, due to the fact that the boy's body was found intact and near the last place he was seen, it was believed that there was a good chance that the alligator responsible had already been captured. Some experts believe that the attack was a perfect storm, as alligators are more likely to hunt at dusk and a child would be a more enticing target than an adult. However, others question why Disney, which has many thousands of acres, did not have better safety measures in place. The incident has sparked a debate about how to prevent future attacks, with some calling for more warning signs or fences around bodies of water where alligators may be present. Others argue that such measures may not be effective or practical, given the large number of alligators in Florida. Regardless of the outcome of this debate, it is clear that this incident has left a deep impression on many people, both in the Orlando area and around the world. As with any tragedy, there is an opportunity to learn from it and to make modifications to prevent it from happening again in the future. Let us take a moment to honor Lane's memories and continue to raise awareness about the potential dangers of wildlife encounters in Florida and other regions. It is important to stay vigilant and informed when visiting areas where wild animals may be present and to follow all safety guidelines and warnings provided by authorities and property owners. By doing so, we can help prevent future tragedies like this one and ensure the safety of ourselves and those around us. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content. Until next time.